Anyway, we are glad you guys and gals,
Hey, everybody.
everyone is with us here on episode
Welcome back.
96.
96, episode 96, not pick or pass, just a regular episode. We're going to talk about what we did this week and what we learned and how much we sold. It's great. It's a wonderful day. I'm
Yeah,
having fun.
I am exhausted, everyone.
I reached out to the Planes for Profit reseller meetup. I think I'm going to go to that one if I can.
When are we supposed to?
So,
When are we supposed to have our guest on next? Is it episode 99, or are we going a couple episodes?
probably 99, we'll get somebody on because by then we'll be back to full on doing it on eBay again. eBay, on YouTube.
I hope we're. Well, maybe I'll be full blown doing it on eBay again as well.
I just want to get full blown. I don't know what we're talking about, but I'm in.
Family.
All right. Hey,
No.
welcome. Family show. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Episode 96, Pocket Change. I almost said Pocket Pals, but you all are Pocket Pals. Thanks for stopping by.
No, we haven't said that in a long time.
I know. I've been watching the old stuff because I'm re-uploading. I'm like, oh, we forgot about the Pocket Pals. Come back, Pocket Pals. Hey, I don't know if I mentioned on the last one or I told you after the show, but I got my year in review for Pocket Change. And there are 5 people on Spotify that we are their number one listen to podcast. Hey, you 5 people, you probably know who you are. Thank you. Send me a note. Say hello. That's awesome. That made me feel so good that there are actually 5 people that like us better than any other podcast.
Good enough for us to be their number one. That is awesome. Now,
and 23 people were in the top 10.
Wow.
Of their podcasts.
That's awesome.
Now, maybe we only listened to 7 podcasts and we snuck in there. I don't know. But we're there.
Maybe, but being somebody's number one, thank you. Being in somebody's top 10,
thank you so
that's
much.
Awesome. Either that means that you are learning some stuff from us as we learn, or you think we're the most hilarious guys you have ever heard in your life. Either way, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
Hey,
thank you.
And if you're just tuning in, hoping we show you our feet, just say something. I'll show you my feet.
Ooh, no, I'm turning off the camera.
Now, we've established that your feet are disgusting. I got cute feet. I got ugly ankles with my feet. The toes are normal. They're not all crooked. All right. Moving from the foot finder onto what do you find out this week?
Let's go to our next topic. What?
I did.
What did I find out this week?
What'd you learn? Anything?
We're doing the learn topic first. Oh.
Yeah, I'm jumping right in.
I did not learn anything new this past week as far as eBay. I do want to talk about one thing that we talked about previous, which is setting up drafts instead of scheduling posts. That really does seem to work better. I have been doing post scheduling, selling similar here because it's just easier right now. I've been so busy with everything going on between most of our listeners do not know it, but I have joined you in the ranks of reluctant full-time reseller. I am.
You're up to how many things? Oh, no, you haven't listed anything. Okay, never mind.
I haven't listed anything new, which is strange because as a full-time reluctant reseller, you should be listing like crazy. I should be listing 50 things a day. Oh, Ben, you can do 100 times a day, but I really have so much to do because of the volunteer work I do. And then I am in between jobs right now. I've got a restart. Many of you know that I work for AAA. Some circumstances had, and I've actually got a restart with them January 13th. I'm actually hoping to find a better job, better offer between now and then, but we'll see. If not, then I will be restarting. It's a different position. So you could say it's a sideways move, whatever you want to do it. But anyway, so temporarily I am out of work here at Christmas holidays. Thanks.
Hey, that worked out. If you're going to go to work, you might as well take the holidays off.
That's right. Take it off.
I had a couple interviews this week, and then I might have a possibility, if I do this other job, that if I send a resume in to work on the pipeline. My brother-in-law and my half my family works on the pipeline. They're like, hey, you're not working. Maybe you should come work on the pipeline. So I might do that.
What are you? Supervisor position, maybe? I can't see you twisting bolts.
I can twist a bolt.
I know you can, but I just can't.
I'm gonna dig a bit. I'm gonna get in shape. Next time you see it, it'll be like Hawkamania. No, I don't know what it is. Whatever they have. Probably, I'm hoping something like an inspector type job.
You know what I want to do? Talking about jobs, I was looking, and because I'm trying to find a better offer too, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I think this would be cool. Apparently, there is a union in New York
All right.
that is for drivers for parade floats. They only work 2 days out of the year, and they make $80,000. I think I'm like,
I think it's probably hard to get into that. You probably have to be born into that, I
how
would
do I
assume.
join that union? Work 2 days and make 80 grand in a year because you work Thanksgiving Day, which would suck. But hey, if you're making
Mhm.
40 grand and you work Thanks or Christmas Day, which would be again terrible, but hey, you work 2 days out of the year. How do you get into that? If any of you guys know if that is true, let us know if that's really that union really does exist and how to contact them. Benz and I both would figure out how to fly up there and drive parade float. Can you
Yes.
imagine? See if this baby will slide sideways. No. But
Pretty sure you lose your job. You probably have to be fairly safe.
I
You know
would
what I
be
learned this week?
extremely safe. We would be very slow. But anyway, learn this week the draft thing. It does work better. Did it a couple times. It works a whole lot better. Got a whole lot more traffic on the store and a whole lot more watchers by doing that. So it really does. Did confirm that. It really works. So maybe we should all go to doing that. I have been looking at, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want to get this out of here because I was talking about it. I
Yeah.
have been looking at a way you can actually do, if you're doing sell similar, you can click on all of them, highlight your ones you want by clicking on the side, go to sell similar. Then all you do is make some changes and go to save. It has a save, and it will save them all as drafts. So then you can go in, and edit the drafts, and then go in and post them all. So it's cool how you can do that. It's a little more easier,
A few more steps.
but it does work better. I think it takes longer, but maybe that's why it works better. I don't know. Anyway, so what did you learn this week?
I learned that the mugs that I washed last year in October, I should have listed. So I had a bunch of Christmas mugs that were Starbucks type mugs, and I listed them day before yesterday, and I've sold like half of them. So I sold a bunch of them. They're not big money, but I know I paid a quarter a piece for them, and I sold them from $9 to 15, and one for 24. And then one mug, it looks like a sweater, but it's got a little mark on the inside. I made that my new coffee mug. That's my new coffee mug. So I've been drinking coffee out of a sweater from Starbucks. So if you have an idea, follow through with it. Don't just wash them, put them and put them away. I also washed all those baseball mugs and all the different mugs I thought could be like a gifty type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I posted this last 2 weeks has been things I thought would be gifts, and they have been selling very well. So can't complain.
Was that you or me?
That's my. We got a new. I put in a new alarm system because I'm probably leaving, and the one we had, I gotta shut the door.
Okay, I didn't know if that was you or
Money
my.
shot.
I don't know. Money shot. I didn't know if that was yours or mine.
That's mine. It's out there in the hallway, so it talks. There's a door in
Mine
my way
talks too.
going in and out.
Funny thing, when mine talks, I've memorized what it says. And the dog was standing on top of the stairs, and I was standing at the bottom of the stairs. So I looked the dog straight in the eyes, and I mouthed the words as the woman said them,
Yeah.
telling us how the alarm was set and all this, that, and other. And the dog went ballistic barking. What? So maybe that'll be a new TikTok challenge. You can mouth
Yeah.
your alarm words to your dog, see if they bark. Anyway, way off topic.
As usual, down a rabbit hole. But yeah, we put in a new alarm system. It's cool. You can. I use my phone now to unlock the door when I get here instead of
Well,
having to
you
use a key.
definitely had to put in a new alarm system because we've been all after some of the conversations around here. We all of us resellers have been waiting for something to happen to you because we've got trucks waiting in the rental wings to come
Yeah.
all your stuff for
We won't be
nothing.
able to get in.
Yeah,
All right. How was your week? What did you sell?
my week actually was better than I thought it was. Okay, so I'm up 167% versus the last week.
That's good.
I did $111.16 total. Let's see. 42% of my sales was my selling cost. I netted $56.99, which was up 203% versus the previous time period. And I sold three things. So, not sure what three things I sold but, oh,
Scroll
okay.
down. Be at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so I sold a collectible. Yeah, I did. I sold, and I've got another one of those. I sold a coat, and I sold a watch. So yeah, pretty awesome. Sold an antique wind up watch. Sold a brass directional compass with Joshua 1-9 patina brass in it, and then I actually sold a trench coat, ladies trench coat that I've had for over a year. So
Nice.
got the coat for free. The compass, I did not actually figure that in. I got it in a lot. I didn't figure it in with a lot. So technically nothing on it. And then the pocket watch I got for $2.92 in a
Cool.
lot. The trench coat was free. It's a drop off. Total net on it was $18.46. Net on the compass was $10.55, and net on the antique pocket watch was $32.93. So,
Nice.
yeah, pretty good all in all. A much better week than previous.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome, actually. How was your week?
My week was not bad. I sold 36 things for a total of $1,098.62.
Gosh, I see. I'm gonna have to do a whole lot better since I'm a reluctant full-time reseller too.
Yeah, you need to break that $1,000 a week. But the one thing I ran a 20% off coupon that seemed to have worked. I didn't, so I sold almost $1,100, and I'm only going to put probably about the door opened. It must be a cat.
No, it was your wife.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was
I couldn't
Christy.
see her. Popped her head in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's probably looking for
she
the
threw
cat.
me. Probably.
Anyway, so back to what you were talking about. You were selling.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put $50 in my pocket. So about 50% selling cost, and that was everything was 20% off what I was selling it for. Usually, when I sell about $1,100, I usually put about $800 in my pocket. So the rest of it I gave away to sell it. You know what? It's moving stuff out that I needed to sell anyways.
That's true. That is true. And a lot of it you said was those mugs, and you did pretty good on those. So
Yeah.
I,
Mugs. I sold that hat that I put on the Wiggles Live Dorothy the Sora polka dot hat. That sold in 8 seconds. So I underpriced that. Sold some baseball caps. Sold a bunch of Hot Wheels cars. Sold some cards. 4 or 5 video games. A couple of wooden statues or wooden sculptures. The big guy who's a,
that's right. You
and then
sold
I
that
sold.
big guy. Now, have you
Yeah.
shipped? Have you packaged him and shipped him yet?
No, I sold that Saturday, so I haven't packed Friday, so I haven't packaged him yet.
Sipping and shipping is going to be fun watching that one.
Yeah, right now I've got 17 things to pack from the weekend. A lot of
Wow.
mugs.
Somebody's going to be busy tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to do it today, but instead I made potato soup. That's what I did today. I made potato soup. It was delicious.
I actually ate potato soup today.
So that was my week.
He hates me right now. He's not wanting to work at all. I tried to click on something. Tried to see if I got any new feedback because I know we're probably going to move to feedback of the week next.
Yeah, so feedback of the week. I got a lot of really good feedback this week. I only got one neutral. I've had nothing. I've had 100%, 100%, 100%. I got 2 neutrals and a negative in the span of 2 weeks.
Two neutrals, so you're up to two neutrals now?
Yeah, I got a neutral. The neutral was the watch is nice, but a little small.
Did you not have a picture of the actual size?
I always picture it with on a right angle, so he just didn't look at the pictures. But he gave me a neutral because it's a nice watch, right?
Yeah, but
So
still, what a dick. You look at the
as long as it's not
picture.
negative, I really don't care. They can say whatever they want.
See, I look at the picture. You see what size it is. And then, can you not read a
Yeah,
ruler?
I had awesome CD, great price, fast ship, excellent seller. Many thanks. I like that one. And then I sold a bunch of children's Christmas records that I give old 45s. Great records. Thanks for shipping so securely and so quickly. And another person put the right part at a good price and fast shipping to boot.
Did that one guy ever respond to your?
Nope, he just ignored me.
I would
I got the thing back and it said, you have to respect this person and he didn't want to change their blah, 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 whatever. Something.
I would contact eBay
Yeah.
customer service on that. I would because you can.
I actually was talking to somebody who does this for a living as well, not a reluctant person, an actual seller that does it full time, and they will not remove neutrals at all
Really?
because it doesn't affect you, so there's no reason to remove it.
Well, see, now they removed that one for me. They removed the comment.
Yeah, I'd rather have the comment there than not,
Okay.
because the comment says, "Hey, I wasn't smart enough to look at the pictures."
No, I was
So
talking about the one earlier where he claimed that you hadn't shipped it. You had shipped it late, and it went out the very next day. The thing about it
I
is,
replied to that and just said, "Hey, yeah," I put in there, "Hey, sorry you had a bad experience with the U.S. Postal Service. It was bought on the 14th, and I shipped it within 14 hours. Uh, sorry this didn't work out for you and your job got delayed. Hopefully, in the future, if you get something from me, the U.S. Postal Service does not delay your package."
yeah, I would, I would. He would be blocked for me.
Yeah, he's bought three things from me. It's all right.
I
Yeah,
still would
whatever.
block him. I'd be like, "You're a liar." Because my thing is this: if you're going to accuse me of shipping late, and here's the big kicker: is it actually if you ship it through? Of course, I don't know if you did. If you ship it through eBay, it's got the time frame on there.
Yeah,
I mean, and
that guy wanted me to send him a free one next day air so he could do his job in Puerto Rico. And the item was like a $30 item, and it would have cost me more than $30 to ship it to him. So for free, I'm like, come on, have you lost your mind? I'll do all I can for my customers, but I'm not going to lose money when he should have been more prepared. He should have, if he needed it right away, he should have paid the expedited freight, and then he could have got it that way. Everything I have, you can buy it in every conceivable shipping process. So he didn't want to pay
yeah, he
for
wanted to be
expedited
cheap.
shipping and then complained that the cheap shipping to Puerto Rico took 5 days.
That is the one
Come on.
thing I will point out about Amazon. I do like about Amazon. I've not ever sold on Amazon, but you see it all the time where you'll see comment removed. Amazon was responsible. And I think that eBay should implement some type of policy on that too, especially when it's a shipping complaint. Like there, it's a shipping complaint. So I think eBay should go, wait a minute. And if you submit and give us a button to submit what type of complaint it was, because here's the thing, and eBay can say, well, we're not going to remove neutral, but you should remove dick comments regardless, even if they're
Yeah.
positive. But anyway, the one that she gave me a positive is your clothes stink.
Apparently, she didn't distinct because she said positive.
It was positive. And she, your clothes smell. What was it? Your clothes smell like a cat litter. And I was like, there's no way because my clothes are washed, folded, and put in the bag in a poly bag before they're shipped out. There's
Yeah.
no way they stink like kitty litter. What I actually found out was you and I talked about it. I remember this because the I used the gain with Febreze, and she must be using
Yep.
Febreze kitty litter.
That's what we figured
And
out. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah. So to me, that was a terrible comment. eBay did remove her comment, and I've never had it from anybody else say something like that. But you
Yeah.
can't please everybody. But the thing about it is, I don't know. I don't say stuff that's not true. But I haven't had any feedback. None. I've been sending my messages. Mike, you be proud of me. I still been sending them, even though I want to be like, I can't seem to get any feedback. I was just looking. I have sold one, two, three, four, five, six, seven items since I got any feedback. And I'm like, wow. And it may just be the time of the year, everybody's busy, and I'm sending out my little messages, please post positive feedback. They just don't care. You guys know how I work. You don't leave me feedback, I don't leave you feedback. I mean, so the the two people who are a 3 and a 12.
Yeah.
I guess you just don't get any feedback from me. And the sad part is when you're that low as a buyer, there are sellers who limit buyers. We can go on right now and you guys can go on and set up your preferences and make it so buyers lower than a certain number of positive feedback cannot buy from you. So feedback means a lot for buyers too. It really
Yeah.
does.
True. But I'm not going to limit
I'm
anybody. I
not
mean,
ever
go.
no ever limited anybody. I do know some sellers who do. You
Hmm.
can go listen to some of their podcasts and some of their video logs, and they will talk about it. We once I reached this level, I limited it down. I wouldn't sell anybody below me. And there was one I was listening to a couple weeks ago. It's a new one I hadn't really listened to. I really didn't like it, but
Won't be in your top five.
no, it won't be in my top five. He had a bit of an attitude, but he did say he said he has like it was a podcast, so I didn't really get to see get to see anything. He didn't show anything, and he didn't tell his thing. But according to him, he has over 3,500 items sold with such and such feedback. I think he said over 1,700 feedback, 1,800 feedback. So he limits and will not sell to anybody below 250 because he said anybody with below 250 positive feedback, they're either brand new, don't know how eBay works, or they are not serious about buying on eBay and or they're bad buyers. And I'm like, jeez. I only listen to about 20 minutes of the thing is a 40-minute thing and I cut it off. Probably won't be listening to that one again. But he does have a point. You can limit it if you want to. Ben's and I have always said since the beginning, and we sell to zeros. And
Exactly.
never
So
had
I
any.
look on my first page of feedback, and I look at not just people that left me feedback. It is 25 per page, and 11 of them have less than 250 feedback. So I think he's a fool.
I think he is. I think you're, especially at that rate, you're cutting off a lot of potential buyers. But maybe he don't care.
Yeah, and the guy that sent me the bad feedback, that he had 1,493. So I don't think he's doing himself a favor. All right, my favorite feedback name of the week is Second Lap Motorsports. They bought a some fuel line from me, and they liked it.
It's not supposed to be your favorite name.
That's what it is.
It's no.
That's
It's
my
supposed to be
favorite.
your
That's what I'm doing.
favorite
Second Lap
feedback.
Motorsports.
It's supposed to be your favorite
No, I did my
feedback.
favorite feedback. This is my buyer of the week. If you have a cool name, I'm going to put you up there
Okay,
because
so
I
this is
don't want to
fire of the
say
week.
Jeff 141742 XYZ. I want to say Second Lap Motorsports. That's a good name.
Sorry, I'm looking at my phone, ladies and gentlemen, everyone. It buzzed, so it disturbed me for just a moment, and it buzzed because I just got a notification. Was it? What was the Blues Clues? We just got a letter. You know, I just got one that says Pocket Change Reselling Podcast, episode 44, short one, just came out.
Heck yeah. They're coming out like crazy. I'm relisting everything.
Yeah, apparently.
So I was doing one a day, but I realized one a day was going to take us until January 20th.
And you're boring our people.
And a few people have hit me up who watch it. Hey, when the new one's coming out? Oh, okay. So I'm doing 3 a day, and
Wow.
then I'm doing like 10 shorts a day. So you expect your
So
phone to go
make
boing,
sure
boing,
that,
boing,
ladies
boing.
and gentlemen, everyone, that you hit the notification bell, you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so that all hours of the day your phone is buzzing while you're sitting at work. It's burr, burr, burr. Your boss is like, "Are you really that important?" Yes.
I am.
No, not us. There. Because
No, at
yeah,
work, I'd be like, yeah, I am. There's stuff going on in my life you don't understand. And just because I'm here flipping burgers doesn't mean that I'm not special.
that is interesting. Did you ever hear back from Starbucks?
I never heard back from Starbucks. I went to the store, talked to the lady, filled out the application. She was all excited. But it was also like a week ago, and she said it could take up to 2 weeks. Plus, with the holiday, who knows?
Oh, okay. Okay. I was just curious.
I had a really nice conversation with the manager. She was like, "Oh, you'll be perfect." But I think once they see my every time I turn my resume in, they're like, "Oh, you're way too overqualified."
That's
What?
that kills me. Dollar General. Everybody knows Dollar General. The DG. I applied for the management position, a store manager position. I really wasn't qualified. But they sent me back an email that said you're underqualified. I was like, I will ask what I expected. But I was like, but I know where the price range is for what they pay managers. So I was like, here's another store because this one store here, you go 3 miles down the road, there's another one, and they need an assistant manager. So I was like, oh, cool. So I applied for that. I got an email back that said you're overqualified, and I went, what's
How can
between
you be on?
what's between assistant and manager?
Yeah,
Assistant manager, because apparently that's exactly what I'm qualified for. Whatever's
that's
between
crazy.
these two. Because I figured start at the top, work your way down till you find out
Yeah,
till you get hired. You're underqualified. You're underqualified. You're underqualified. Oh boy, I can stock something because at that time I just needed a job. Those years ago. But yeah, apparently I was underqualified for manager, overqualified for assistant manager. But yeah, that happens a lot. You're overqualified for this. But anyway, so you did your buyer of the week. You did your feedback of the week. Let me do my buyer of the week. Let's see, my buyer of the week. I think my buyer of the week would have to be Garlic 7133.
all
Garlic
right.
7133. This person paid the price I was asking for, and I like garlic anyway. Price I was paying for, no haggle, straight paid for it, and boom. I like it when it works that easy
Yeah.
and just no offer on it, just perfect. And that was on my mother of pearl faced watch. But that's my Garlic 7133. That's my buyer of the week. No feedback yet. I'm still working on it. But my buyer of the week was Garlic 7133. I like that name too. There's a lot of
See,
cool
that's
names
how
on
you do
here.
it.
3 times Daddy John. That sounds a little.
Yeah, it sounds a little like
You got 3 kids,
Sister
or you a
Wives is
baby daddy 3 times over.
Sister Wives.
But anyway, awesome, awesome, awesome. What's our next topic?
Yeah, I went on your store. I do
Oh,
see you have a bunch of clothes. You have a lot of jackets out there. That's a good time of year to have jackets.
you would think, but they haven't been flying off the shelves either. Apparently, I would say this. I do having a lot of coats and a lot of vests and a lot of jackets out there. Usually, Christmas time is not the number one seller. Is That's not my number one seller. Then, in fact, I
Yeah.
find that jackets and coats generally tend to sell better January and February, which are typically the coldest months. But
That makes sense. You get your cash and then you buy yourself a jacket because no one really wants to buy a used jacket for somebody. But I don't know.
I,
I'm cool with
I
that.
don't know.
You know what? That's we pretty much covered everything very quickly. 31 minutes
Wow,
in. I don't
really?
know. We didn't bullshit enough tonight.
Wow,
Um,
that's it.
that's it.
We gotta find something else.
All right. So let's do some news real quick, and we'll go back to some other stuff.
All right, what we got on eBay news?
I didn't have a lot of eBay news this week. I did. The one eBay thing that I saw is people are paying Uber drivers to steal packages. I thought that was a really good idea.
First of all, what? And then what? You thought that was a really good idea?
No, that's A. So you can go on Uber. They get an Uber and they say, "Hey, I'm at work," and they drop this package at my door. I'm gonna give you the address. Go there, pick the package up, and bring it to me. Unwilling Uber drivers have been sent to pick up packages from customers' homes and deliver them to another address with a fake excuse. They've caught some Uber drivers, and it's turned out they've been able to track it back to, okay, this person paid the Uber driver, and they know who it is. It wasn't a really great idea, but you know what? It was inventive. If you're going to steal stuff and you don't want to see your picture, get an Uber driver to do it.
So wait, how did they know the package would be there? It was actual seller that did it.
No, it was just it was a person that sent them. No, it wasn't the seller. It was just I have no idea that somehow this person knew that this package got delivered to a house across the street from their house,
Oh,
had them go pick it up and bring it to their work, and then the Uber driver was on the camera. And then when they found the police got involved, they followed it back to the Uber driver who said, "Hey, no, this was this person because they said that they were at work." So another time, the driver arrived at a house where the real homeowner was present, and she confirmed she hadn't made a pickup request. So the package contained a phone that had just arrived minutes before. So it's pretty interesting that they're using Uber drivers to say, "Hey, go grab my package and bring it to me," and
That's
it's not really
because
them.
of Ring doorbells.
Yep.
Because if you've got an address across the street and you see your neighbor gets a package, you could do that. You could have you say, "Oh, FedEx delivered. Oh, UPS." It could be something other than just eBay. It could be anything was delivered. Amazon, go steal it.
Yeah.
Wow, people are.
So the security cameras are definitely preventing thefts, or at least giving a way for the people to get caught. A study by SafeWise estimates over 120 million packages are stolen each year. Sellers are advised to be aware of marketplaces and carrier protection programs to avoid losing their claims, as one seller did, failing to add a signature requirement for an item of $750 shipped through UPS. So it wasn't signed for, someone stole it, and you don't get paid.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, so if it's something that's over $750 and you sell it on eBay, you have to add signature requirement.
Ah, that's good to know.
So if you sell something over $750, they will not protect you if there was no signature.
That is excellent to know. I did not know that's a great thing to learn there because if you watched our last pick or pass or the pick or pass coming out, you'll understand why. We're not going to go into the details on this. You have to watch pick or pass or listen to it. But anyway, I like to build that up.
All right, so then I have no other good eBay stuff that happened this week, but I did have a couple of articles that I found very interesting that I want to share with the world,
Okay, sweet.
or at least the 5 people that listen.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you look into the news or what are we hearing these days? Because I want to go back to some of our news before since we got some time to kill. What are we hearing these days about some of the others like Bonanza and Macari? And because they were doing all this weird stuff back in the summer to try to, make themselves gain market share. Is it working? Is it not? I mean, have we heard any
I don't
updates?
think it is. I think the CEO, Macari, stepped down. I read an article about that a while back. It's definitely not working. This making the people pay instead of us. All it does is drive up the prices on the back end, and then people just abandon their cart. They'll figure it out eventually, or they'll go away.
Well, that's true. And by the
So
way,
my
have you
article,
checked Bonanza lately to see if you've sold anything?
I check it at least every 22 days.
Every
Tomorrow I'll check it.
22 days.
No, I sold something on Bonanza last week. I'm good.
Is it-
Haven't checked it this week.
Notoriously, you would be like, wait, I just got a message that I sold something like 17 days ago. Hey, man, you going to ship my package?
That's usually what I get. You ever shipping this?
Anyway, what else you got? We'll go ahead.
No, not what else I got. I'm checking my Bonanza real
Oh,
quick.
yeah, now he's got to check it.
It made me think of it.
He's got to check his Bonanza. Ching. Sold 12 days ago.
No, sold on the 3rd. Progressive dynamic power switch for $87. I probably should ship that.
Yeah, I believe I would. So you did have
Yeah.
something sold on the 3rd?
Yes, I haven't checked it in a couple days.
It's a good thing you don't have ratings on Bonanza.
Oh yeah, they can't get you there. But you know what? $87. I'm glad you brought that up. Hey, check your Bonanza, people. Check your Bonanza. It works. I sold something there last week or the week before. At this point, yeah,
You're gonna
it's
have to
cool.
set a reminder on your computer. Check Bonanza. It's been a week.
All right, a Philadelphia couple becomes the oldest newlyweds according to Guinness World Record. So, an article that a couple in the UK has set the Guinness World Record for being the oldest married couple. The couple are aged 105 and 102. They tied the knot in a ceremony that was recognized by the Guinness World Book of Records. They had been together for over 30 years before deciding to marry. They were both married before in 60-year marriages. They went to college in Philadelphia together back when they were kids. Didn't know each other in college, but they met after their significant others died 30 years ago, and they started dating. And the wedding took place on December 1st, 2024, making a special moment in their lives and setting a benchmark for longevity in marriage.
Longevity in marriage. Yeah, let's see if they.
But I guess longevity, you can still get married. That's what it is. It shouldn't be longevity in marriage. They were together for 30 years and said, well, probably one of them, they're probably going to get divorced. You know how that works? You ever know people that have been together forever and then all of a sudden they get married because they decide they should be married? It's usually at the end of relationships. But at 105 and 102, I don't think either one of them's out catting around on the other one. But you never know.
I was more worried about consummating the marriage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yeah, they did. Duct tape and a couple of popsicle sticks, and he was in there.
Family,
Huh.
family show. God, you don't have to get that descriptive.
Okay. Unfortunately, she still has all her teeth. I agree. All right. So the
Oh,
other one was
Lord have mercy.
apparently in South Carolina,
Oh, South Carolina. Okay, here we go.
there were monkeys that escaped
Yes,
from
yes.
Alpha Genesis
Have they
facility
ever
in the
caught
state.
all them?
There are still 6 monkeys on the loose as of yesterday.
Yay!
They're worried though because they're not set up for winter, so they think they're going to freeze to death out there in the thing. So they escaped during a time when the facility was transitioning and moving animals between enclosures. The monkeys, I think there was like 23 of them that snuck out, and now they're down to 6. They're still looking
I
for them.
hope it's all six females. I hope we don't end up with breeding monkeys, especially lab monkeys. Come on now. I saw one of the local papers. I think it's a independent news out of Charlotte, North Carolina, because that's
Yeah.
real close to there. It was like, so what are we talking about here? Is this is what was it? Is this? And it said the name of I can't remember Ross's pet monkey on Friends.
Oh yeah,
Are
yeah,
we
yeah.
talking about this, or are we talking about Planet of the Apes?
But I think it's Planet of the Apes, man. They were from the Alpha Genesis facility.
Yeah,
That sounds really like
it's
they were doing something awful. They were teaching them how to you know,
they'd probably be driving cars here. We'll see what
yeah,
drive.
probably.
Was that a
They're
monkey?
probably the Uber drivers that are stealing stuff are the monkeys. We figured it out.
I mean, yes, I already knew about that. I have not been that concerned because I just don't figure that they've migrated this far north yet.
Probably not. I think you're safe. I think you're safe. I don't think the monkeys are coming to get you.
I don't know. Might be. I was always told the squirrels was after me because I'm nuts.
These nuts.
Boom, boom.
Oh, it took balls to tell that joke. All right. Hey, thanks for wasting another 32 minutes with us. We're not making it an hour today. This has been a slow show. We didn't have a whole lot going on, but it's been fun.
I
So,
am gonna
you learned about the monkeys. You learned about if you want to steal a package, get an Uber guy to do it for you. But you probably need to get a burner phone and a fake account. Otherwise, they're going to figure it out.
give a shout out here. Oh, one of the first you guys always go. We talk about our first jobs from time to time, and I've talked about my first job. I don't remember what episode it was. I talked about my first job was at a peanut plant. Um, yeah, I was a moisture tester, and so I actually got some peanuts from where I used to work.
All right.
Bertie County peanuts in North Carolina. They are the best peanuts you will ever eat. Yes, this jar was full last evening. That is all that is left after an hour sitting down here at my desk. So, best peanuts you'll ever eat. Just look up, was it North Carolina peanuts, Powell and Stokes, Bertie County peanuts. But great guys. They gave me my first job.
Free plug.
Yeah, free plug.
My first job was the neighbor guy. He made me wear these gold lame shorts and wash his car. But he paid me $5. I don't know. Seemed to work.
I'm a little worried about you.
Working at the car wash, yeah. No.
Anyway, we are glad each one of you joined. Was a short show. Maybe you're happy about that it was short. But
We just didn't have a lot today.
no,
I mean, there was no news.
we didn't really have a lot.
Everybody's just, you know what? It's fourth quarter, people. If you haven't got your boxes yet, you're screwed.
Yeah,
Make sure you get
that's
your
what
boxes.
it
Fourth
is.
quarter and the third quarter.
I mean,
Fourth quarter.
we could do a new item shout out. Let me see if I can find one. I know I really don't have any, but let me see if I can find a new item shout. How is it going to make me verify myself again? eBay hates my VPN. Oh, let's see. New item shout out. Let's go. We haven't done a hat in a while, but let's go and look at a hat. Let's see what you got new in hats. See if you got anything cool. Oh, there's a Vietnam veteran hat. I don't know if that's new or not, but that's your.
Those do pretty well.
Yeah, those guys deserve every bit of credit they get. Every time if you see a Vietnam vet hat, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone, just look at them and say, "Welcome home." That's the best thing you can say to one of them. You don't say thank you for your service. Say welcome home. Let's see. Trying to find something. Oh, you got a Barrett Jackson hat. Where'd you get that?
I have no idea.
You have
What's a
no.
Barrett Jackson?
You don't know what Barrett Jackson is?
I don't know. I'm selling it. Apparently, I do.
Barrett
I
Jackson is like the number one car auction company, like most recognized.
okay.
So I'd never seen a Barrett Jackson hat before.
What hats did I sell this week? I sold a trucker hat meshback, burnt orange, First State Bank of Newman, which was just a random hat from a bank in Illinois. Somebody bought that. I sold my Wiggles hat.
Yeah, I can't believe you sold that.
That sold like in 8 seconds. I sold a Columbia baseball hat, which is just says Columbia on it. That was a $6 hat. That was not a very impressive hat.
Yeah, but you still got a lot of Hot Wheels too. If you're looking for Hot
Yeah, I've been
Wheels,
selling the heck out of the Hot Wheels. And I've been selling a lot of the NASCAR cars have been going pretty well. I think because of the holiday. I sold a Bucky's hat.
you did list keeping it sexy on here. That's
I did.
awesome. Keeping it
I'm
sexy.
gonna sell keeping it sexy. And it's not been opened, so I'm gonna keep it. And if I don't sell it by next Thanksgiving, we're playing it for our Thanksgiving dinner. That's my plan.
So basically, what I hear is you are threatening your family members. They better get on here, listen to the podcast, and buy keeping it sexy so they can put that in the trash.
Yes. I sold a White House hat that you would get if you went to the White House.
Oh, cool.
I sold a hat here for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I sold a Purdue Broilers West Lafayette snapback baseball hat, mesh gray tan. I've been selling some decent hats. I sell hats all the time.
You have the Days of Thunder Matchbox cars.
Yes,
Do you have the whole set or just cold trickle?
yes. I sold the Days of Thunder Matchbox car, the Mellow Yellow 51. That one I sold like on November 2nd for $7.
Really? Because I had that one.
Yeah, that one's gone. That one's sold. The other ones, they're hanging out.
The other ones are hanging out. What is this
I
teenage?
sold Freeman County Airport.
You sold the
It's just a hat for an airport.
sold the whole airport.
Yeah, the airport hat sold. It is random what sells in hats. So that's why I buy them. I buy them and then I usually get them at auction or something. Puma print hat that sold for $14.95. It's all low dollar hats, but can't complain.
No, if you want a hat, your store is the one to go to.
I think I have about 500 hats. I just list them regardless of their value, um, from $10 to $80.
That's all I can come up with, man. There we stretched it out another 7 minutes. If you're still here with us, thank you so much for listening
I'm sending offers. That's what I'm doing.
and joining us. We appreciate each and every one. Do hit the like and subscribe and the little notification bell so you can get up to date. If you're just now joining us, you're definitely going to go back and watch all of our videos. There's a lot to learn on there. And don't forget, don't forget to check out Ben's brand new one, Sipping and Shipping.
Sipping and chipping. If you're listening on Spotify, look it up. Sipping and chipping. I'm putting them on there as well. You can watch me pack what I pack for the day. I pack on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I've gone back to 3 days.
I hadn't
Oh,
yet, but it's not helping me. So I'm probably going to go back
yeah.
to 3 days.
Well, it might sell. You know what? It's the 9th, so I ship it the same day, basically. Keep them busy. It's the fourth quarter, man. We're working it. We're trying to get this stuff shipped and picked and packed and
Trying to push it
get
out.
more stuff listed.
If you've not
That's what's
made
wrong
your
with
money
him. He's
buying,
been listening to it.
yeah, I ain't been listening enough. That's the problem. Reluctant,
If you're going to be a full time reseller, you got to list, my
a
friend.
full
You got to
time
list.
reluctant reseller.
Okay. Me too. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good week. Talk to you later.